shorter. So I talk about this a lot on the rhythm of nature and how it's really crucial, especially as Gen X women who are entering this beautiful golden time of our life, the middle years that can feel very muddy, but they're not always muddy. But it's important to find our rhythm within the larger rhythm of life. And part of what the end of the year brings to us is as an opportunity to reflect, but not to ruminate, because rumination gets us nowhere, but to reflect on where we need to go next. So, where we fall when we hit this rumination, or excuse me, this reflection period, is that some of us are going to be ruminating over things that we wish were different. And that is okay. But you can't stay in that rumination place, because what rumination does is it increases our uncertainty about what's coming, because we are very locked into the stress and the anxiety of the moment. And so we don't want to ruminate this time of year, especially on something as important as what is the next step on my path here? And what path is worth taking? Like, what is the next step on a path that's worthy of my time, my effort, my attention, my skill, my love, my joy, right? And rumination just gets us stuck. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, especially this past year, right? Especially this past year. But I like to remind Gen X women gently, this is not our first crisis, and it's not going to be the last, right? It's not going to be the last. It surely is not the first. But is it a deep one? It is what I have been calling the long emergency, and I'm going to stick with that. But I also want to say that we understand that uncertainty is part of life and that things are outside of our control, but there are things that are very much within our grasp to be able to control. And chaos and anxiety